Welcome back to the channel, Breaking Bread. Y'all know me, man. How y'all been? Definitely appreciate the love that y'all been showing me. All these subscribers, all these likes, comments. I definitely appreciate it. And so y'all know, like I said, in the box truck space, been in there since May 18th of this year. Got the truck, continue running it. So I've been telling y'all about my dispatcher, how I kind of met her. So we're going, I got her here today. We're finally going to go through, give y'all some content real quick, how we kind of got up with each other and how, what I've been doing and what she's been doing for me over this past 3 months now. Honestly, it's been 3 months, just flying. But yeah, we're just going to go through, let y'all know, and the service that we're going to provide or she going to provide. And, we're going to grow together. So I'm bringing her in. Let her introduce yourself, Breaking Bread. Here go my dispatch right here.
Oh, hey. Hi, people. So my name is Katee, and I have a dispatching business, 3R Trips Logistics. For all inquiries, you can hit me, 3rtrips.com at Gmail. So how we met? Well, first we went to college together, and
I didn't know her. She...
No, we didn't know each other, but apparently we did, but I'll get to that. So he has a lawn care business, and he kind of showed up. He was a new person, and I was like, okay. And I kept looking at him like, he looks familiar, but I couldn't really decide or tell. And I went away for my birthday, and apparently we were Facebook friends because he saw me on Facebook. And I was like, oh, okay, we went to college together. That's how we connected the dots. Like, okay, that's how, got it. So I knew I wanted to do something different. My background, I had been in retail forever, store manager. It was just kind of getting old. It was time for something new. So I remember him telling me that he was changing my lawn schedule because he was starting a trucking business. I was like, okay, cool. So when I thought that when I decided that I was going to start this business, obviously I remembered Rob was starting a trucking business. I'm like, hey, I'm starting a truck dispatching business. Do you need, help? Like, he was like, well, since you mentioned it. And that's kind of how we got started. He was pretty much doing everything by himself. And in this business, you can do it by yourself, but you need some help. So we collaborated. I really got my on-hand training and experience through him. We sat on the phone together. We called the brokers. I heard the language and the conversations. Obviously, I went through YouTube University. I did all my due diligence prior to, I had all the foundation, but it came down to how to execute it. So that's where Rob came in. And I pretty much equated to retail. No number really is final, number one. So I don't take the first number that you give. It's all about negotiation and confidence. So that background mixed with this, became pretty successful. And we've just been working together ever since, booking and loading. We had some other drivers, that was a fairly okay run for the, while they were here. But, we're moving and shaking. I don't know. Did you tell them what your newest thing is that you're starting soon?
So, no.
Okay.
So kind of just brushing up on what she's saying. Like, she came aboard September. Like she mentioned, I definitely gave her, what I know. Like I said, my channel is all about my opinion, what I've been through, what I've done. So that's what Breaking Bread stand for. I broke bread with her. She was hungry, she wanted it, so I fed her. So that's basically how we can kind of collaborate. And you feel energy, certain people energy, and her energy was on fire. So I just kept it lit. So September, we hit the floor running. October, that's when she talked about that driver. I had met a driver. He came aboard, and you see the video that I had post up early this month, a couple weeks ago. So that kind of what happened with him. The best month that we had, and that was kind of like the trial and error month, trying to get things going, was the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving you gross Once again, it ain't no net gross. We grossed over 30K with 2 trucks. Like I said, if you're looking for somebody who knows what we're doing, especially if you're starting up new, going in 2023, and kind of indecisive about finding different dispatchers, people who's been subscribing, and know me, I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm trying to give y'all the much content as possible. And like she said, I trained up from scratch. She knew what she knew, but she put her personality to it and then took what I have told her and just, can continue grinding on it. And we continue grinding. I mean, right now, I think what she's initiating about what we're looking to do, I believe it's a contract route. Correct?
So that's no, but I was talking about your couple letters that you're going to be putting behind your MC in about 8 to 10 weeks.
Oh, yes. So that's going to be another contact. So I'm going to start my CDL class on January 14th. I'm be doing, so like I said, I'm not just in the trucking industry or trucking business, or some people just get in just because they see YouTube people making a lot of money or grossing a lot of money. So I'm going all in, I'm
gonna piggyback on the YouTube thing. Listen, I watch so many YouTube videos, so many of these people who have their training videos, they lure you in. I'm going to just be perfectly honest. Yes, I learned a lot from them, but all that they say is not what happens in this business. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a YouTube video on just my experience, but I can say this. You really have to be in it to understand it.
That's a good one.
You can't come into this thinking, oh, I'm going to make $8,000 my first week. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's definitely, it's not the way they make it seem. Yeah. There are many details that I learned going through this that was not talked about, no matter what program I did. It's a lot. It's doable. Yeah. It's very doable. It's not for the faint of heart. I'm going to be perfectly honest. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not that it's stressful, but you do need to be well organized, and it's not personal. Yeah. It's business. Yes. You will have people who try to lowball you, and you're like, are you crazy? You can't take it personal. Yeah. It's just be concise, be direct, and get in, get out, and do what you need to do. Yeah.
That's definitely straight up on point. Is, you have to, one thing I learned through this whole experience so far in this industry, it's a grind, it's a hustle, and the next man going to win that contract or that lane. He'll come in, we'll put in for 500, he might come in for 425. It's all about what your business is about, what your overhead is, and what you want, your bottom line is. End of the day, I know what our bottom line is, so I can't, we're not going to accept what it is, and those numbers just thrown out. Did I accept those in the beginning? Absolutely, because I was trying to get going. Would I continue doing that? No. I give her a headache. She catch a headache every day because I'd be like, nah, it's not working. I think I switch my mind up every week or every other day.
And then I got to switch it back because, again, this is an ever-changing business. So last week's price is not this price.
Exactly.
So it's about fluidity. It's ebbs and flows. So you may want that 220 lane, that 220 per mile, but if that's not what's going on, it's not what's going on.
And definitely starting out, to any new drivers or
stay away from TQL. Stay away from TQL.
Any new drivers or any new business investors who come in and try to invest in the business or try to get in the trucking business, I would definitely say for you to do your research, do your homework, and make sure you understand the bottom line and what your numbers are, your cost per mile, your CPA. And just, look into, other people who is generally trying to make sense. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing or anything like that. Definitely look to do OTR. I'm not going to say I didn't like it. I kind of enjoy driving. I've been to Colorado. I've been to places I haven't even been to before.
He enjoyed driving for about a week, and that was it. That was it.
The thing that did bring me, and I spoke it into existence, like my daughter's birthday. That was all the way in Florida, things like that. It just, finding a load to go there and find a load to come back, that I don't got to be spending my money personally, that I could just hustle. So it's a hit or miss, and you got to take the good when it's good, and you got to take the bad when it's bad. You can't just come in here and just downplay the industry and it's trash. No, are you a straight business person, or are you just one of those ones who trying to think they gonna get rich real quick and then keep it moving? No, that's why I'm trying to go get my CDLs. I'm trying to scale up my business. I'm the type of person, I said to somebody, I'm the type of investor that's gonna be in it and then learn it, teach it to somebody else, replace myself, and then work on my business. I'm not trying to be working on my business the rest of my time.
You mean you're not trying to work in your business? You want to work on the business.
Thank you for clearing that up, clarification. But yeah, so we definitely looking to take on new carriers. We understand dispatching. We will owner operators. What is it that is called? Not leasing on.
Yeah, leasing
on carriers.
Yeah.
So we definitely looking to do that as well. So it's a lot of parts to this business that we're going to continue trying to grow, explore, and continue growing in it. So it's not just that like she shared how we've met. Like I said, my channel is just not just about box trucks or trucking. I got a landscaping business. I met her that way, and look what it turned out to be. So always open your mouth up in this industry. Always talk to somebody. Always just say hey. Especially other truckers. You can't be a trucker who just grumpy and just get in your truck and just drive. Nah, talk to these guys. Talk to these girls. And there's a lot of girls now, fellas. There's a lot of ladies I see that's hopping in this business and taking for what it is. Now, somebody did teach me, or somebody did tell me about it's bad for 2 and great for 3. Bad for 2, great for 3. So if you see that the industry is kind of on like a downslope, it's because they probably going into that reset moment. And then once they reset, then it's going to go back being good again. Freight always going to be moved no matter what. So you got to just make sure you are in position to, move it as well. And your business is credible, So she's definitely going to she know how to fill out all the paperwork, anything and anything she know how to do. So if you need somebody good, well, and hungry, and going to get not just the pennies on the dollars, we definitely ready to work with you.
It's not just about paperwork too. The thing with me is it's more of it's a relationship. So, when we talk, it's like, okay, I know where you need to be for the week. I know your bottom line. I take in all accounts of gas, what is it? Tolls. What is the word I'm trying to say? Expenses. I take in all of that into account for, you to make the most money. Because if you make money, I make money. If you're not making money, I might still make money, but eventually you can be like, I ain't making enough money to pay you. Mm-hmm. So it is definitely more of a relationship. I'm not just your average dispatcher. Like, it is more than that. And as I continue to grow, not just my company, but grow with Rob, it's going to be more than that. Oh. And it is all about working smarter, not harder. So eventually we are going to be doing away with just load boards, period. Yep. And we're in contracts. Yep. We're in dedicated lanes. Yep. I got, other things on the roster that I need to do. So,
yep. And that's the thing. Load board is just like they say, it's just basically, I'm going to use this word scraps, kind of people just kind of picking it up and try to move it. The best thing to get is a dedicated lane and run it every day. Some people coming into business don't want dedicated lanes. They just feel like they just want to just do the load board or do an Amazon relay, or whatever they choose to do at that time, because they feel like they have more control in their business than anything.
And we are not knocking the load boards, for the record, because this is how we started. This is what we're still doing. We're not knocking it. If you are a new carrier, that's where you're going to start. But
Yeah.
eventually, as you continue to grow, you want to get away from that for more of a what is it, to be
More opportunity, more profitable.
yeah, you know.
Especially if you stay in local and regional. If you know that we got a contract and it's basically Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, whatever it is, 6 days a week, and you just running your truck from point A to point B,
And you're home for dinner and movies every night.
you good.
Yeah.
So you already know what your gas looking like. You know what the toll's at. So you already know what your overhead is every week. And if you want to do any additional thing, you can if you choose to. But just
And
knowing
more
your bottom
importantly,
line.
you're doing it in your own company
Yep.
as opposed to working for somebody else.
Yep.
So that's the thing, you know, if you're all about financial freedom, that's where you want to be. You want to grow your business.
Yep. Yep.
And growing this business takes time because, you know, you do have to have a certain amount. Certain carriers look for you to have your authority for a certain amount of time. So
Yeah. So like what you have experience with that? Like,
so the company who I said earlier, who I said to stay away from, they are good for new carriers, but they are terrible in my opinion. But I have found that the more reputable companies such as we'll say Landstar, Axel, oh goodness.
XPO.
Yeah, XPO, having a brain fart, but those companies do require at least a 6-month authority. And it's just, you know, they know that you're serious. You didn't hop in this game. You know, you don't have a lot of dings on your record, no accidents, things like that. So companies like that will give you better rates. Companies like that start to come to you. Like JB Hunt, that's what, JB Hunt, yeah. They come to you. They come to you and they say, hey, I have this load. We know you did good work for us. You're serious. So it gets you in the door. It gets you better rates, better opportunities. So that's what we're saying.
And when you're getting emails and phone calls asking, hey, do you got a truck, empty truck in this lane? That's when you know you're doing a good job. You know, you're reliable. You know, you're getting the job done. And that's all it's honestly all about, is just being reliable. You know, I really don't have too much. I mean, obviously we're going to touch more on this about some things that we're doing. So we'll do another video. Once again, I'll drop her contact information in the description box, you know, with her email and her contact information, so you can reach out to her. You always, you know, I encourage you to reach out to me, drop a comment. I always respond back to comments. I keep them coming. You know, continue liking my channel, continue sharing my channel. Once again, I'm just here to just break bread with you, just sharing my information, sharing what I like, sharing what I dislike, and, you know, in my videos, you know, that's basically where I'm at. And, you know, just trying to basically, you know, pave my way for, you know, financial freedom. Anything else?
You know, if you guys want me to touch on just, you know, what I've seen as far as dispatching and the rates and things, you can drop it in the comments.
Nope.
I will. Wasn't my plan, but if you're asking for it, then I'll do it. It's not a problem. So I think that's it.
All right, breaking bread. Appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all.